will be over.
Well, the military action against ISIS is already drawing in the next generation of potential U.S. service members.
Local 15's Derek Rose is back from a military event targeting high school students. He's in our newsroom with that story and Congressman Bradley Byrne's take on ISIS.
Kim, some would think this latest conflict involving the U.S. military would deter some people from joining the armed forces. But if you ask Congressman Bradley Byrne and the students we met tonight, the answer you get is just the opposite. In retaliation for France joining coalition airstrikes, an ISIS affiliate in Algeria published a propaganda video showing a French tourist beheaded.
Par un groupe terroriste.
French President Hollande is enraged, and in his UN General Assembly speech, President Obama sounded a war cry.
The only language understood by killers like this is the language of force.
Back on the homeland,
very serious thing.
Congressman Bradley Byrne stood behind the commander-in-chief.
This is going to take a long time. This is a war. It's going to take a long time. It'll take a lot more than just air sorties. And you're going to see, in my opinion, a ramp up over time of efforts to compress this enemy.
And as the conflict presses forward, Byrne spoke to a group of high schoolers Wednesday during an event to draw interest in our military academies.
You have an actual increase in interest because there's this patriotism of the next generation, which should make us all feel good.
The military has had Mikhail McCaskill's attention for the last 4 years, long enough for him to learn the dangers during and after combat.
I know one soldier that actually killed himself. Like, I knew him. I knew his son. I knew his brother, actually. So it traumatized me just a little bit.
But not enough to stop him from wearing this uniform, and one day the uniform of our armed services.
I have a family of military history. My uncles was in the Navy, and my father, my other uncle was in the Army. My sister going to the Marine Corps, don't know why, but then me and my brother plan on going to the Army.
And with so many members of his own family in the military, McCaskill is torn between two branches. Greg, that's the Army and Navy.
All right, Derek, thanks. Tomorrow night you can meet with Congressman Byrne to discuss the threat from ISIS. He's holding a foreign policy town hall tomorrow at 3:30 in the Battleship Pavilion at Battleship Park.
Airbus's new A320